Good morning and welcome. My name is Carrie Oshis, and I am the Director of the Center for Advanced Medical Simulation at NATE. At NATE, we honor and acknowledge the land in which we learn and live is Treaty 6 territory. We seek to learn from history and the lessons that have come before us and to draw on the wisdom of the First Peoples in Canada. Only through learning can we move forward in truth and reconciliation to a better future together. Today, I am joined by the Honorable Doug Schweitzer, Minister Jobs, Economy, Innovation, Tim Murphy, Vice President of Health at Alberta Innovates, Laura Jo Gunter, NATE President and CEO, and Tawinder Puni, Chief Strategy Officer of NIA Labs. I would also like to welcome the Honorable Jason Copping, Minister of Health, the School of Health and Life Sciences leadership team, members of NATE Executive, and for all of you making the time to join us today. This is an important day for NATE and everyone here at the Center for Advanced Medical Simulation. We are excited to be hosting today's funding update and to be partnering in helping Alberta become an even stronger competitor in the innovative health solutions. With that, I would like to invite Minister Schweitzer to the podium to provide more details.
Thank you so much, and really appreciate the opportunity to be here at NATE today, and also want to thank my colleague, Minister Copping, for being here to participate in this and be a part of the tour as well to take a look at these amazing facilities that we have. I also want to thank the team at Alberta Innovates for all of their hard work and dedication to growing out the innovation ecosystem here across Alberta and partnering with institutions like NATE to make sure that we provide the services that Albertans need and also look towards where the future needs to be for Alberta. This is an important announcement as part of Alberta's recovery plan. We take a look at the need to make sure that we have health resiliency, everything from innovation, supply chains, and the workforce that we need long-term in Alberta. It's investments like this that we're making here today that are important long-term for Alberta. And what are we doing here today? We have a partnership that we're designing here with $1.2 million that we're investing here in NATE's Center for Advanced Medical Simulation. It's part of a broader initiative, though, by Alberta Innovates in its Health Innovation Platform partnerships. So we have partnerships with other post-secondary institutions in Alberta, the Institute for, I'm just trying to make sure I get the right name, Institute of Health Economics as well. So we're partnering broadly across Alberta. And the reason why we're doing this is we want to make sure that we have commercialization opportunities for businesses in Alberta. So there's a lot of research and development that happens in our province, but you want to make sure that you can go from that idea and concept all the way through to commercialization opportunities for businesses. And it's partnerships like this with NATE that are going to allow for that practical training, not only for students to collaborate with entrepreneurs and have those opportunities for hands-on training and skills development opportunities, but also helps the entrepreneurs take that concept and make it something that's viable from a long-term commercialization standpoint to create jobs here in Alberta. And the reason why we want to highlight this is that sometimes it's a little bit of that unsung hero of the Alberta economy is the innovation that's happening in the health and life sciences space overall. We have well over 12,000 people that are working in industry and the innovation capacities. We've got long-term growth potential as well. When you look at venture capital opportunities, the ability for us to grow at our pharmaceuticals and life sciences industry in Alberta, it's these types of investments that are going to help collaborate between post-secondary institutions, skills development, venture capital, and growing out the overall health and life sciences ecosystem across Alberta, which is an amazing opportunity. And when you look at where Edmonton ranks, Edmonton is a growing and recognized hub across Canada, but also internationally. It's a big opportunity for us here in the Edmonton metro region to make sure that we grow out the ability here to diversify Alberta's economy and create long-term career prospects for Albertans. So thank you so much for everybody that's involved in this, and hopefully people can stick around for some of the tour as well. I can't wait to see what the simulators are. We'll try to make sure that we keep it in between the lanes as much as we can on the simulators if we get to test it out. We'll do our best on that, but with that, I'll turn it over to Tim at Alberta Innovates.
Thank you very much, Minister Schweitzer, Minister Copping, Laura Jo, a distinguished guest, ladies and gentlemen. What a fantastic day. Alberta Innovates is focused on putting innovation into action to create a competitive health innovation ecosystem. We want to support partnerships like the one with NATE that will enable a digital and data-enabled health economy in Alberta and give small and medium-sized enterprises a sustainable competitive advantage. That's why we launched the Health Innovation Platform Partnership Program in September of 2020. These platform partnerships will help Alberta's innovators overcome hurdles associated with developing new products for new markets, ensure business readiness of the products, regulatory compliance, and innovative product development. NAIT's Center for Advanced Medical Simulation is one of 3 projects we're supporting as part of Phase 2 of the program. The Center for Advanced Medical Simulation uses existing and established infrastructure in this fantastic facility to provide a virtual test bed to help advance new processes and technologies. The center will enable innovators and entrepreneurs to test, de-risk, and translate innovation and to increase the odds of successful commercialization and market adoption. Partnerships and collaborations like the one with NAIT help decrease the time it takes to develop a new product, develop it with end users for testing, refinement, and then finally share it with the market and with the world. Digital and data-enabled technologies are allowing for patient-focused solutions to come to new models of care and accelerate research into innovation. At Alberta Innovates, we've been heading in this new direction for a while now, guiding a paradigm shift from traditional methods of providing healthcare to new models of healthcare, enabled by innovation, partnerships, and collaborations, and also great ideas. We want to help put health in the hands of people while creating and supporting a vibrant digital health sector right here in Alberta. Through programs like the Health Innovation Platform Partnerships, we're helping harness the ingenuity of researchers and entrepreneurs who are developing the innovations and technologies needed to make that shift a reality. Thank you. I'll now turn it back to Carrie.
Thank you, Minister Schweitzer and Mr. Murphy. The Centre for Advanced Medical Simulation is thrilled by the Government of Alberta's announcement, as well as Alberta Innovates, in this investment in our Health Innovation Platform project. We are excited to be helping Alberta companies in the health ecosystem that are developing medical devices and technology. Our 6,000 square foot world-class healthcare simulation facility supports the testing of innovative products, and we will demonstrate those capabilities of our theater shortly following the media Q&A when we convert this room into a scenario used by one of our clients. Testing, refining, and improving health and medical technologies in a simulated clinical scenarios is essential for patient safety and to help companies bridge the gap between idea and market. With over 30,000 simulation hours, the Centre for Advanced Medical Simulation has the experience to build that bridge to bring new value to our health ecosystem. I now welcome one of Alberta's many incredible health innovators to the podium. Talwinder Punny is the Chief Strategy Officer at NIA Labs here in Edmonton. Talwinder and her colleagues joined us last summer to test MedRoad, a medical monitoring device that connects healthcare providers with patients in remote locations. Talwinder?
Hello, everybody. My name is Talwinder Punny, and I'm the Chief Strategy Officer at NIA Labs, and I'm really glad to be here. The NAIT Center for Advanced Medical Simulation is a vital resource for startups, especially to those of us in the healthcare ecosystem. Our company specializes in virtual clinic development and remote patient monitoring, and this requires that we go through rigorous testing and technology evaluation before we can actually put our product into the marketplace. The running of the simulations enabled us to study how patients and health providers interacted with our product in an environment that was close to the real thing as possible. Our use case simulations highlighted areas for improvement that we would not have otherwise flagged so early on in our development. The testing enabled our team to narrow down potential target markets, and this saved us time and financial resources, and we were able to pivot effectively in terms of our product development and our commercialization process. All this would not have been possible without the detailed analysis and valuable feedback that we received from the experts here at the Center for Advanced Medical Simulation. Resources like the Simulation Center can single-handedly change the course of innovation and accelerate it. The same way the process of technology evaluation was accelerated for NIA Lab, it also will be accelerated for other startups. Thanks to the support of the Government of Alberta and Alberta Innovates, the Center for Advanced Medical Simulation will be able to advance healthcare innovation in Edmonton by leaps and bounds. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Talwinder. And now I welcome Laura Jo Gunter, NAIT President and CEO, to the podium to bring remarks from the institution.
Thank you, Carrie. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to everyone. And welcome to Minister Schweitzer, Minister Copping, Alberta Innovates. It's so wonderful to see you all here in person at NAIT's School of Health and Life Sciences. This is really an exciting day for NAIT and for Alberta. This funding and these important partnerships are vital to advancing health training and education in our province. NAIT's vision focuses on delivering transformative polytechnic education that leads to meaningful careers, vibrant communities, and globally competitive industries. Today's announcement combines all of these. Because of the funding, the Center of Advanced Medical Simulation will be able to realize its full potential, offering high-fidelity simulations for current and future healthcare professionals to develop and hone their skills. In addition, being a cutting-edge space for healthcare teaching and training, the center will function as a test space for Alberta innovators. They will have at their disposal the resources and space and expertise to develop critical health technologies. At NAIT, we're all about impact, and this funding is an opportunity to have a tremendous impact on the health of Albertans. It is crucial to get new health innovations to market as quickly as possible. Currently, it takes many years for new health innovations to be developed, tested, and commercialized. Thanks to this funding, we can speed up that process significantly by maintaining quality and safety. At this center, we provide innovators with access to resources and space, and we can also provide them with that crucial feedback that they need from health professionals in the field so that they can get their innovations out sooner. For example, innovators could talk to a paramedic as they examine the practical day-to-day efficiencies of their new product or innovation. For example, if it's a new piece of equipment, will it be useful in an emergency? Is it practical to carry? Does it have any other applications? Through these kinds of interactions, innovators will get nuanced understanding of how their innovations or their products will work in the line of work, ultimately leading to better products, which in turn leads to better health outcomes. And because our students are learning in a space where innovation is happening all around them, they will be acclimatized to using novel ideas and equipment. When they enter into their careers, they will be more likely to adopt new innovations. Overall, this announcement is for better health for Albertans. It's speeding up the bench-to-bedside process for health innovation in a safe and tested manner. When life-saving technology gets to market faster, it saves more lives. That is a reason to celebrate. This opportunity is available because of the strong partnership between NAIT, the Alberta government, and Alberta Innovates, and I know it's just the beginning. Whether that means strengthening the economy, improving health outcomes, or helping people find work, we all want to see Alberta reach its full potential. So once again, I want to thank everyone for being here today for this exciting announcement, and I look forward to more collaborations in the future. Thank you.
All right, thank you, everyone. That brings us to the end of our formal media event, and now we'll go to questions and answers. We have time for one question and one follow-up, and all of our speakers today are happy to take your questions. Please identify yourself and your outlet and to whom you're directing the question, and we will start on the floor here at the microphone. Please go ahead.
It's Tom from Global News Twinder. Can we start with you? I want to know a little bit about the technology that your company is working on. What we're able to do here, and where is it at in the process?
Sorry, could you repeat the question again?
We have to run back. But what's the technology? What are you guys working on in this facility, and where is it at in its development?
Okay, perfect. So in terms of what the technology was, it was a remote patient monitoring system that was created through the U of A research at Pierre Brange's pretty much 5 years he put into it, and then we came on board to commercialize it. Currently, it is in the revamping phase because when we came to the simulation center, there was a lot of things that we did not take into account, especially when you're going from a research-based product to something that's more real life. So through the NATE process, we were able to get feedback in terms of what we need to do to the UI, in terms of how it looks to the person, especially to the patients and health providers, and more importantly, what kind of flow is necessary for it to be actually practical for the health providers to use it. So in terms of where we are right now, it would be in the revamping phase, and we have partners on board in terms of doctors and patients that we're working through, and they're helping us take it from what we have right now to the MedRoad second version. So right now, that's it. We're now putting it into commercialization phase. It's in-house working on it right now. Thank you.
Did you have a follow-up?
Yeah.
I do. It's for the minister. Could you just describe this funding? Is it operational funding? What does this funding do, and is it multi-year? How does it work?
So the funding here today is primarily for operations here to make sure that we can take the center and continue to provide the amazing services that we have here in Alberta. And to the point earlier on, this is part of a broader strategy across government though. So it's taking everything from early stage research and development, commercialization opportunities, venture capital investment, accelerators. So it's a part of our broader technology and innovation strategy to make sure that we can diversify Alberta's economy.
And do we have any other questions on the floor here? At the moment, no, so we will move to the phone lines. Operator, can you put through the first caller?
Asha Joanno, Post Media. Hi, good morning. This is a question for the minister. I apologize for the question, but I'm trying to understand what's new here. Is this not the same money and projects that you announced back in January?
No, that one was a funding that we provided to Calgary at that point in time. This is a new funding that we're providing to NATE. It's part of the similar program, but this is funding specifically for NATE, the $1.2 million here for the center.
Do you have a follow-up, Ashley?
No, thank you.
And operator, can you put through the next caller?
Catherine Gregowski, Alberta Today.
Hi, thanks. I'm trying to understand this medical simulation. So is it supposed to replicate real-world conditions, or is this sort of a test for different like ambulance technologies and stuff? Or can you explain a little bit about what this CAMS innovation platform is all about?
Well, what I'll do, I'm going to defer to the team at NATE here to give you some further background, but just for context, I know you're on the phone, but so you didn't get a chance to walk into the building here. The minute when you walk into the facility, what you see right in front of you is a driver simulation opportunity. In addition to that, they also have the abilities to look at ambulances, and a whole bunch of other areas where they can provide training opportunities as well as the ability to test out new products. But I'll turn it over to the team at NATE here to maybe give you a little bit more details as to what the program here and the different opportunities for how they can do research.
Yes, thank you for the question. The term simulation, medical simulation, here at NATE we have a world-class facility, and within this world-class facility what we're able to do is actually replicate the clinical environment in a safe manner. So we're able to replicate it in a simulated scenario where we're not putting patients at harm. So as Talwinder mentioned, we're able to take the exact scenario that they would use in a clinical setting and run it here in the NATE simulation facility with the end users such as respiratory therapists or paramedics, whoever that end user is, with simulated patients as well. So what that essentially does is it allows the innovator to actually get that end user feedback in a formative manner to help that building process, as well as help them improve that design of their medical innovation or technology.
Did you have a follow-up, Catherine?
Yeah, and I guess how many jobs are expected as a result of this announcement today?
I'll send over to Mr. Schweitzer.
Overall here, this program is designed to help companies commercialize products as well as provide those safe training environments as well for individuals. So this is an investment that we're making overall in the broader health and innovation ecosystem that we have in Alberta. To my point that I made earlier on, we have over 12,000 people that are working in the entrepreneurial health and life sciences space across Alberta. We want to grow that industry, and one of the ways that we're going to grow that industry is by making investments like this here today to make sure that we can take basically prototypes and turn them into commercial opportunities. Oh, sorry, Tim, go.
Thanks. I'll just make a comment. The point of the program is actually, and Laura Jo and Talinder both mentioned it, is to decrease the time it takes for innovators to be successful, right? That's the key. There's estimates it takes up to 17 years to have an idea go to market, right? So that's just way too long. So we have to have an environment, almost a flight simulator equivalent environment, where you can test and de-risk the technologies to get them to market faster. The estimates from NATE in their proposal had 172 small and medium-sized enterprises right here in Alberta who could benefit from this simulation technology. So the point is to bring together the people with the resources, with the technology to help de-risk, debug, and get to market faster. Thank you.
Operator, can you put through the next caller, please?
Sharon Polsky, Winston Report.
Are you there, Sharon?
I am. Hello.
Please go ahead.
Hi. Yeah, we've heard a lot over many years now about liberating health data of Albertans in favor of commercialization. I'm curious to know if this is part of the overall tactic by the current government and if this is related to Alberta Innovates Data Institute somehow.
I'm not sure if I clearly heard the question or not, but I think it was broadly speaking about how we're working towards commercialization. Is that correct?
No, it's relating to the use of Albertans' health data.
Oh, sorry.
And using that for commercialization.
Okay, I see. Sorry, they didn't come through clearly here in the room. On the overall Government of Alberta data strategy, I know Alberta Innovates has put forward some thoughts around that. The Ministry of Health as well as the Minister of Service Alberta are currently working through the overall Government of Alberta data strategy and taking a look at how we could potentially unlock health solutions looking at broader data. But again, that is a separate initiative that is being run right now by Health as well as with Service Alberta.
Did you have a follow-up, Sharon?
I do, yes. I'm curious to know what the timeline is for that plan, and will it be proactively released, or people have to FOIP it?
So as it relates to timing, what I'll do is we'll get our team here to follow up with you to make sure we can get you a touch point at those various ministries that are working on that project right now, so we can get you an up-to-date update on that program. My sense is, though, that it's continuing to be a work in progress, but we'll make sure we get you that further detail.
Thank you. I understand we have no further callers on the line. Just want to give one more opportunity if there are reporters here who have not asked a question. All right. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Have a great day.